Hi, it's Therese and I'm here for Altenew today, and this is part of a focus post, and the stamp set that I'm going to be focusing on today is called Ornamental Flower, and this is a layering stamp set and it has a coordinating die and it's very beautiful, and it's a little bit different to their normal style layering sets in that it's a very ornate flower and it has lots of layers. So my biggest tip for you today is stamp out lots of flowers all at the same time. If you have a stamp positioning tool like the Misty, like I'm using here, it just makes this go so fast. And you probably will notice there are some flowers that I'm working on off to the side here as well. I'm actually stamping out all the flowers I want to use for my cards while I'm creating this card. So all my flowers are going to be ready to go, and I've got a total of 3 cards that I'm sharing over at the blog today. So I'll put the links in the description below. You'll also find all the still pics and a list of all the products that I've used as well. So this particular flower, I've actually used all the new Altenew inks to create it, and they are beautiful. But for some reason I decided to make the petals of my flower green, and normally I wouldn't do this. I'm not someone that would stray from what looks real. For me to change up colours of things can seem a bit odd, so I figured, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I actually really like how this flower turned out with the green petals. And I did actually mix up the 2 final colours. I think I might have used the darkest green, which is the hunter green. I think I used that on the 3rd layer. I can't remember for sure. I'll have to have a closer look at the video and tell you. So not only do the petals have layers, they actually have like 4 layers to them. The centre of this flower has multiple layers as well. That might seem like a lot of work, but that means also that you can make it your own, and you can use lots of different colour combinations or not. You don't have to use all the different colour combinations. You can actually use less layers of stamps in the layering process. And in one of my cards that I've made at the blog, I didn't actually use every layer, and I also used one of the outline layers to create my own background base with some tone on tone stamping, so you can check that out over there. So this set of, they're called pinks, but they're kind of peaches and almost like a red base colour, and they're really pretty. So I've used them and the blues for the centre of my flower. And there's 4 colours in each of these new sets as well, so they're really, really pretty. So one of the best things is that this set has a coordinating die, and that just makes life really easy, especially when I'm making multiples of a design or multiples of a flower. It means that I can just run these through my die cutting machine and they're cut out in no time at all. The leaves that I did stamp out from this set, I've used, like, they're a kind of, it's a blue colour. It's a really pretty blue. It's almost in the tealy tones, and I haven't used every layer for the leaves, and that was just what I felt like stamping at the time. You can use every layer and get some real depth, or you can use less. It's up to you. And of course these have the coordinating dies, and I can just cut those out really quickly as well. Really easy to do. And I always stamp extras because you never know when you're going to need extras. Just keeps it real. My sentiment today, so this is, I'm actually stamping with the Misty directly onto my card front, and I'm using the Misty to make sure that it's nice and straight and I can restamp it if I need to. I've got the permanent black ink, and this is a sentiment. It's from the Adore You stamp set, and I just wanted this card to be very clean and simple because I really am just sharing this beautiful flower with you and how it stamps up today. There are some filler, what I like to call filler stamps in the set as well, and these are some really pretty fine leaf images, and I'm just using, I think this is the minty green, and the pink colour is called Pink Pearl, and or was it the Coral Bliss? I think it was the Pink Pearl. I'm not sure now. I'm struggling today, aren't I? Anyway, I'm using those just to add some sort of filler leaves in around the edge of my main flower. I've just used my tape runner to adhere my main leaf images down in place, and then I've popped up my flower with some foam dots, and that's my finished card. Thanks for joining me today. Head over to the blog to see the other designs and also to see more inspiration at Altenew. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.